And the main reason why we brought them under our kind of umbrella is to basically expand the HLab services. So we already have a biobank, but we don't have the sales pipeline or the client base that they currently have. And we bring them on board to be able to help us boost that piece of the business.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. Joining me is hVivo Chief Executive Mo Khan. Mo, very good to speak with you again. You've announced yet another acquisition for hVivo. Could you give us an overview of today's announcement, please?
Happy to. So thanks for having me on again. Yes, it's been a busy start to 2025. So this time we've announcing a small but a strategic acquisition for us in the company. So we have acquired a company called Cryostore, a specialist in providing temperature-controlled storage solutions for biological and clinical samples. So they're actually based down the road from here in Greenwich, so just one step away on the DLR from us. A small company, but really key for us because we're looking to expand our biobank services under our HLab banner, and they fit perfectly into that. So a little bit of background on the company. They have around 32 freezers, just under 3,000 square feet in space, with a scope for future expansion. They've been working with us for over 20 years, so we know how well they perform their services. It's a very highly regulated piece of the industry when it comes to storing these samples, because you have to ensure the integrity and the security of the samples. You have to get various certificates, and you have to perform these services under GMP and GDP, for example. On top of that, they also have the Home Office license to be able to store certain types of clinical samples, which is great for us, as well as the biohazard category 3 samples. So overall, a really good new addition to the hVivo family. They have historically performed really well with regards to generating consistent revenue and getting high margins. With regards to the acquisition itself, we are looking to pay out around up to 3.2 million pounds, 2.7 million in cash and $500,000 in equity. So very happy to have completed this acquisition so early in 2025.
Mo, as you mentioned, you have worked with Cryostore. Why did you decide to bring this in-house?
Yeah, so we have worked with them for over 20 years. In fact, I think last year, just under around 16% of their revenue came from hVivo. And the main reason why we brought them under our kind of umbrella is to basically expand the HLab services. So we already have a biobank, but we don't have the sales pipeline or the client base that they currently have. And we bring them on board to be able to help us boost that piece of the business. You know, the HLab lab testing business has already started off really strongly, and we want to give the biobank service line a bit of a boost. And these guys have around 97% customer retention rate, which is huge. So it gives us now access to a whole new client base, not only to basically continue to grow the biobank services, but also, you know, cross-sell into the CRS early clinical stage service offerings, as well as the human challenge trials offerings. So if you look at it overall at a big picture, it means that we can now offer a more fuller service to our customers under the one roof. And we know from our past experiences, our customers like to work with a single vendor on a multiple different service lines, rather than having to manage multiple vendors to conduct a clinical trial. So we do think, for those reasons, why it's a really good acquisition for us.
Does hVivo have storage capacity, which is why you decided to acquire additional biobank space?
Yes, we do. We have a biobank provision near Cambridge right at the moment. But to be honest, we don't have the client base or the retention in the work that Cryostore currently offers. So we want to use Cryostore's current client base to expand that, and hopefully then utilize our own biobank space in near Cambridge that I mentioned. And the goal would be, as we move forward, to integrate the two biobanks and basically sell the whole biobank space we have to all our clients. And that's something we have in the plans already.
How does this bolt-on acquisition benefit your clients, Mo?
As I mentioned, I think one of the key benefits is that our clients now can go to us for a much more fuller service. So we already conducted the typical lab services that you would expect in a clinical trial. We've also, of course, do the human challenge trials. We now added the phase 1 and the early phase 2 capabilities to our portfolio. This gives an added service line that we can offer to our clients. So, like I said, offering a more fuller service to our clients and being able to provide that. Most of these requirements for storage of clinical samples, they can be between 2 to 15 years post-study. So the requirements differ depending on when the product is authorized in the market, or 15 years after the study finishes. So from that point of view, we know the demand is going to continue to grow, and the level of service our clients need in this area we know is increasing. So the amount of ethical and clinical due diligence being done on the vendors is going up, and with the kind of highly regulated environment we work in, and the fact that Cryostore has all the different approvals in place already, helps us kind of get into the motion of selling these services to our clients much faster than we would have been if we were just doing this organically.
Mo, what revenue is the business doing currently, and how's that set to grow?
Yeah, so Cryostore actually has a strong history in revenue growth. So they've consistently grown their business historically. In 2024, they are projected to do around about £900,000 in revenue, with the EBITDA margins of over 50%. So it's a very high margin business. Like I mentioned, they have 97% retention rate from a customer point of view, and that is before they've even doing any active outreach. So they currently have no sales and marketing in place at the moment, and they rely on word of mouth for most of their business. And we think as part of the bigger offering under the H-Lab banner, we should be able to increase the market awareness of the services Cryostore provide to the client base, and also expand as part of a bigger portfolio of services.
Mo, as you mentioned, you've hit the ground running in 2025. In less than 8 weeks, you've announced 2 acquisitions, 3 contract announcements, potentially the world's first phase 3 pivotal human challenge trial, and successful results from an in-house study and a client study. What should we expect for the next few months?
Yeah, we will continue to be busy. I mean, it's testament to the team here that they have worked so hard to achieve so much already this year. And I think, we will continue to get our head down to now build on these acquisitions and get the integration process completed. Getting the acquisition on board, it's hard work, and there's a lot of people doing long hours to make them a success. But I think the key part then is how do we integrate them into the overall company? And that's what we're going to focus on right now, is integrating, especially CRS, who are a much bigger organization, and then Cryostore in addition to CRS, to build that one portfolio of service offerings. We're also looking to add a new sales member into our H-Lab team to be able to sell and market that part of the business, and then continue to integrate CRS, Cryostore, and hVIVO. And the next few months, of course, is the conference season for us. So we will be going around to various conferences highlighting our old human challenge trial offerings, as well as the new offerings we've recently acquired through the 2 acquisitions. So yes, a great start to 2025, but a lot more hard work to come.
I hope you'll keep us updated on any progress with that, Mo. Thank you very much for speaking with us today.
Thank you for having me on.
That's hVIVO Chief Executive Mo Khan.